Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong.
I will die. That's embarrassing.
This is what I call a foodie call.
A foodie call?
What's a foodie call?
Oh, okay. So she's just hooking up for the free meal.
Yeah, because she doesn't respect him. She clearly doesn't like him. She locked him out of his own car. How about that? You want to go to a class restaurant when you don't even got Cheese Factory top, Halter top. You got Applebee's top.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
Applebee's top.
Oh, no.
That's bottomless margaritas top.
Oh.
That's where we should have went. Ari's. Right?
Ari's.
Call him.
No.
Oh, I love it.
Whoa! With the no, listen to the tone of her voice, how the whole tone of her voice changes. Now she's all ready to negotiate because he is not having it.
You just want to call it a night?
Yep.
I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
No, you take your funky ass home and eat out of a paper bag. Uber Eats. Go eat some cornflakes without no milk. You funky hoe. I'm not an alpha male. I'm not a beta male either. I'm just a better man.
This might be now the most hated woman on the internet, but we're going to break this down in a way that nobody else has broken this down before.
Absolutely.
They're on a date together. This is their first date, and this woman starts filming. He says, let me get the door for you.
She starts streaming.
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
I ain't getting out this car.
I'm not getting out of this car, the Cheesecake Factory.
Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you? You're recording me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Cheesecake Factory.
This is the Cheesecake Factory.
This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
So she's trying to shame this dude right off the top, right? This guy they're on a date together. He goes to open the door. She starts filming. And she's being shitty to this dude.
Not just filming, but she's streaming.
She's streaming.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Looks like this.
I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Come on, get up on it. Now, mind you, let's look. Here's where I always look at the clues. Okay. Look at the car. You see the moonroof?
Okay.
The full moonroof, that is probably a range defender. I think that's a range defender. But if nothing else, a $80,000 car at minimum that has that moonroof.
Okay.
SUV.
Wow.
So
all right. Wow. So you know.
Oh yeah.
So this is not a bum, right? So it's interesting. She starts shitting on him for filming him. But he goes, you know what? To his credit, he goes, yeah, let's talk about it. I have no problem talking about it. Hold on. Let's take a look at these eyelashes. She's talking shit. They're falling off. They're falling off.
Yeah.
And by the way, just ladies watching this, just know we hate the eyelashes. None of us care. At best, we're indifferent, but honestly, we hate the eyelashes. Nobody asked for that. Just throwing that out there.
And let's be honest, she is not a dime piece. It's not she's okay.
With this level of attitude.
You would smash, but you're not even gonna. She would have to have an exceptional personality for you to put that on as like, yo, I'm gonna put this chick in the front row. You got extensions. Your face is kind of chubby. You got even your whack makeup. Your dress is like this. You want to go to a class restaurant when you don't even got Cheese Factory top, Halter top. You got Applebee's top.
Oh,
that's
Jesus.
Applebee's top.
Oh no.
That's bottomless margaritas top.
Oh no, that's TGI Fridays. That's a TGI Fridays Jack Daniel sauce type of top. Let's be honest.
All out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beauty.
By the way, there are stretch marks on the top of her breasts.
Yeah, you are not perfect.
You are not perfect. And again, that's fine. That's fine.
And your braids are frizzy.
The top of the braids are frizzy. Her makeup is uneven.
And you got a little fat crease right in the armpit. You see the fat crease?
Yeah.
You are not lean.
And again, we would never have said any of that if you.
But we gonna rip this bitch up right now.
Since you talked about how fine you are.
Yeah.
Like, you have to give. What do we talk about, Dante? You give and receive. you know, a grace. You have to give.
You gotta give grace when it's deserved.
Yeah,
when it is deserved.
Is that right?
You expect a woman to
go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her,
arguably,
because
subjective, but let's go on. I'll allow it. I'll allow it, but you're treading on ground here.
You are on really shaky ground. Yeah.
I'll allow it, but you better be going somewhere with this, counselor.
Right? You're supposed to. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Hold on. You're not supposed to cherish her. You're supposed to protect her. You're not required to.
Here's my question. What is she supposed to do? Right. Like, did we never talk about
nothing?
Nothing. Just show up.
Well, I guess they'll get into it, what she thinks she's supposed to provide in that.
No, you will not get into it. Here's all she thinks is that as long as my eyelashes is stuck on halfway, I'm good to go. I deserve no boo.
No boo. No boo. You can't come in here with that top on. That's what they.
Boo.
No boo.
So, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
you've been pretty nice. She just throws that aside, by the way.
And you have been a cunt. A bona fide 100% cunt. You're a horrible, horrible human being. You are a 4 with extra titty meat.
But she has the attitude because guys have tolerated this type of behavior. And this is another dude kind of tolerating it, right?
Not only guys have tolerated, but they have amplified what her unrealistic level of self-worth is already. They've told her whatever she wants to hear so that she can feel emboldened in this kind of behavior. Let's hit it.
And then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative.
You know, it's just surprising. So he's kind of stumbling around what the real issue is here.
Yeah.
And he's going to get into why she's been an asshole. And he should have just cut to this. But in all fairness to he's a nice dude. And this is the thing. You're not prepared to deal with somebody who's a monster like this. And make no mistake about it. She's an awful, shitty piece of shit human being. Because only a piece of shit human being would start filming somebody with the intent of embarrassing them.
How about this? How about this? This is something else that I'm seeing. She's so busy looking at herself in the camera, she's not even looking him in the eye and addressing him. She's addressing the camera. Like this
because she doesn't have any respect for him. Yeah,
there's
all
no
this.
Respect
there's no respect. There's no decency to look him in the face. He's trying to look at her as a human being and appeal to her nature as a human being.
Yeah.
But she doesn't give a shit about that because she has no respect for anybody else except herself.
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But I got myself all made up.
Nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. Right?
Yeah, that's the bare minimum, bitch. That's the bare minimum. You're not doing anybody a favor. Hey, I showered for this. I put on makeup. I didn't come out in my pajamas. I wiped my ass.
I didn't glue my eyelashes on them, but I mean, I'm allowed to. Nobody's perfect, but go ahead.
Yeah, I washed my ass for this, and all right. What else am I supposed to do? Like, that's it. She just expects to show up, and that's the mentality that she has because dudes tolerated that, and then now it becomes this here.
Cheesecake Factory.
What's
wrong?
Wrong?
Myself all made up.
Nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
But aside from that, aside from just being elitist without having any of the qualities that you should have to be elitist, because clearly you don't have your own money.
No.
Because you're relying on this dude to pay for everything.
This is what I call a foodie call.
A foodie call?
What's a foodie call?
Oh, okay. So she's just hooking up for the free meal.
Yeah, because she doesn't respect him. She clearly doesn't like him. She locked him out of his own car. How about that?
Yeah, which is an asshole move.
She locked him out of his own car.
Didn't go, you know what? I don't want to do this. Even if she didn't like the Cheesecake Factory, didn't go, I don't want to do this. Oh, I have an idea. Let me embarrass this motherfucker on the internet.
Right. And stare at myself in the camera. And hold my neck up.
She is looking at herself like she's ravishing Rick Rude.
And she's holding her neck up so you don't see that fat neck.
Look at my plan.
Oh, boy.
Lemon head face, awful bitch.
Yeah.
Well, look at my plan where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. Ari's, right?
Ari's.
Call him.
No.
Oh, I love it.
No?
Oh, look at the balls on this fucking kid. That's right, kid. You don't take shit from nobody. Oh, look at this kid.
Get along. Oh,
good for you, Spider. Good for you. No, bitch. Oh, man, the tide has turned. I didn't see it coming. When I first watched this video, I go, this fucking simp. Respect, brother. I apologize. I owe you an apology, brother. I really do. You know what?
Brother.
Let me tell you something, dude.
Limousines, baby.
Let me tell you something, Daddy. The next time you want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, it's on me, baby. I was wrong. It takes a man to admit they were wrong. I did not see that shit coming from the dude. I was so proud of him. I don't know him, but I was so proud of him.
Well, that line.
See,
the look on her face. Look at her face. I want to watch the shock when he goes, call him.
All right, right
Call
there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right?
I called you yesterday.
Told you yesterday.
Reconfirmed this morning to make sure you knew what time
because
it was.
I had a gut feeling that you're stupid. Maybe based on your shitty behavior and your lack of ability to follow through with anything, including gluing your own eyelashes on, your inability to do anything completely.
That's the red flag right there. Yeah. If you can't glue your eyelashes on, how you gonna have kids? You can't have kids.
I'm gonna have you watch my kids. I'm not gonna rely on you to do that. How
about this? And you care about your eyelashes. I don't.
I don't. I didn't ask you to put on eyelashes. That's for you.
And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long.
I don't care.
I got home a little late.
Don't care.
You call?
Did you call?
No. Did you call and say I'm going to be running late? No, because look, things happen. Let's not be. I mean, she's such an awful human being that she makes you want to just be a chooch. But the bottom line is, all you got to do is call. I got home a little bit late. I'm running a little bit late. You mind if we move it back till 5 or whatever? And then all is well. But
just a little decency.
Late. I don't care. You sit and wait. I'm not inviting you in to sit down while I get wait. Then you're gonna sit downstairs and wait. Then you got a problem. You got a problem with the restaurant I picked, and which he initially had a reservation for a place, a high-end restaurant that they blew the reservation for because she was late.
Yeah. And by the way, this is where I'm proud of this guy, so I'm not going to shit on him. But what I am going to do is let you know what he could have done better. Like, you did good, kid, but here's what you could do.
We'll do that later. We'll go.
Okay. All right, because there's a way that there's a lot of places this should have been.
Yeah, this should have
stopped that. But I'm still proud of you, kid. I'm still proud of you.
And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment.
No accountability.
I don't know you well enough.
By the way, I don't hear I'm sorry, I should have.
For work to take me so long. I got home a little late. And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment. And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then
to hold your hand
in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally.
It wasn't that late. No accountability.
Still no apology.
No apology, no accountability. We weren't that late. An hour is late when you miss when you have reservations. See, this is what you don't understand because you're such a low class piece of garbage who doesn't do anything. Reservations at a nice restaurant, they don't hold your reservation for you.
No, you're stuck.
You're stuck. If you miss it, you're done. Because
now, can you imagine? They went to the restaurant. They went to the swanky restaurant, and then she had to wait another hour.
She would have been furious at him.
Yeah.
She takes no accountability for any of it. We weren't even that late. We weren't that late.
This is what happened. I apologize for this, but go ahead.
That's an explanation, not an apology. And by the way, I don't even believe that, by the way. Whatever that making work took so long, I guarantee you she's a sloppy worker too. I guarantee you she brings the same laissez-faire attitude.
She brings that half an eyelash attitude into we're always talking about accountability, but there's no greater accountability than supporting us on the Patreon at patreon.com/manschool202. Helps us keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, that's right. Patreon.com/manschool202. That's where we do all the bonus content for the show. We talk about a lot of game, a lot of technique, and we also archive all the old episodes starting from episode 1. So if you love the show and you want to support the show, come on over and join us at patreon.com/manschool202. And if you can't do that, at the very least, do us a favor, like and subscribe below and tell your friends.
And do all of the above.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other.
Maybe you could have got me a blowy. Could have hit me a blowy on the.
But hold on, I like her statement here.
There and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you?
Now,
by the way, we could still get to know each other. Yeah, I know you now, bitch.
I know enough of you.
Everything I need to know about you.
Well, here's the other thing. With the no, listen to the tone of her voice, how the whole tone of her voice changes. Now she's all ready to negotiate because he is not having it.
Right. And now this is the irony. Now she has a little bit of respect for him.
Yeah.
A little bit, because he brushed her back and said, no, I'm not doing that.
She's going to have some more respect for him in a minute.
You can call that the equivalent to that. I mean, you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, really? We're not.
I will die.
We're not going with your titty meat.
Oh, guess what?
Your fat titty creases.
That's embarrassing.
You know what? Also, by the way, the amount of shitting we're doing on her, I just want to point this out because there is a lot of us shitting on her looks. We're not really shitting on her looks.
I'm
really that. Well,
I'm sitting on.
Sorry. Well, I'm not shitting on her looks, but the inside, the personality, I can no longer see any beauty in this person.
Right. Absolutely.
Because of how awful her personality is, so hideous that I can no longer find any redeeming quality about her aesthetically. So if you're talking,
you're literally like, and your titties are too big.
Right, exactly. But that's the reality of it. Like, your aesthetics mean nothing at that point when you get to such a level that you're ugly on the inside and it spews to the outside.
Yeah.
And this might be the internally one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life internally. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. So now she's like, well, let's go somewhere else.
I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong.
I will die. That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
As I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other.
No, maybe. You're not right for each other, but he's trying.
Right. He's being nice.
He's being very nice because it's not each other.
It's not each other. You are a horrible human being.
You are not a right fit for me. So I'm going to clip this. Let's be done.
I'm going to just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
So you just want to call it a night?
Yep.
I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
No, you take your funky ass home and eat out of a paper bag Uber Eats. Go eat some cornflakes without no milk. You funky hoe.
Have some Five Guys with a ketchup you keep in the fridge. But here's something we've talked about. The word compromise. How people have used and abused the word compromise. Compromise is supposed to be something where both sides give something to receive something. And her concept of compromise, because she has been so spoiled by the other men who just put up with this disgusting attitude.
I guarantee you a different dude could have took her to the Cheesecake Factory.
A different dude might have. 9 out of 10 dudes.
Yeah.
Whoever hit on her, probably in that area, because who knows what town that is, whatever. What town that she's, like a Houston 6, whatever that is. But the point is, the compromise to her and to women like her. Can't we compromise and you just do what I ask and put up with my nasty behavior?
Compromise, put up with me being late, me filming you, me locking you out of the car, me telling you what look at me, how dope, me walking around
insulting insulting your taste,
half an eyelash. Most important, bitch, you walking around with a half an eyelash. I am appalled. I am appalled.
Can't we just compromise?
Glue.
Yeah, buy some glue.
He
is pulling out the parking space. I don't feel respected. Come on. Well,
you are serious. You really leaving?
Yeah. You didn't want this place anyway, right?
Hey, I'm giving you what you wanted.
I understand that I was late. I understand that.
Still no apology.
That I could.
Let's be honest. She has not acknowledged that lateness. All she is doing is listing all the horrible things that she did. That's all she's doing. She's not saying I apologize. I was wrong. I understand that I was late. I understand that. Go ahead. I think she does say something about being agreeable, but
could have been a bit more cool. I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise.
No, you're not.
Now you made some good points. You made some good points.
Compromise.
Yeah,
compromise was the Cheesecake Factory.
That was the compromise. That was he did it for you. He compromised for you. You know what? You were so late. Instead of just pulling the plug on this whole fucking thing.
Now we're not doing nothing.
Now we're not doing nothing. But she only came to the conclusion, and again, still no apology, that I could have been more agreeable. I could have been all that. Yeah. Now that he's pulling out of the parking lot and pulled the plug on the whole thing.
Are you sure you want to go home?
Yep.
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already said that.
Oh, now you're talking.
You've broken everyone.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
You've broken everyone.
Now he doesn't need to say I'm sorry, but he's trying to balance that. He's setting the boundaries. There's a lot of things he could have done better, but
I guess I understand. You got to do what you got to do.
Just the level of entitlement, that you would talk to a stranger that way. That's absurd.
Somebody who, we're not at the level where I can hold your hand. I don't trust you enough to let you in my home after I'm late for an hour. I waited in the car for you for an hour, and now you don't want me to give you you don't want me to spend $150 on you at the Cheesecake Factory.
You want me to spend $500 at another restaurant? Right.
Yeah. So you can say you good because you on a foodie call.
A foodie call. I've never heard of foodie call before. Oh my God. And guys have, the guys have been on the receiving end of foodie calls for years. Just a date that a woman, and they admit it all the time. You see it online, a date that they just do so they can have a nice meal and a nice night out with no intention of, I don't think you owe a man sex for that, but no intention of even attempting a relationship. You just want a free meal.
Not even kindness.
Like I said, I'm proud of this dude because I did not expect that from him because he was so nice and kind. And that's the thing you need to understand is that people confuse kindness for weakness or stupidity. And people like this woman, toxic, disgusting people, elitist without having anything to be elitist about, take advantage of those people. And you don't see it coming. And he had the self-worth to just pull the plug on it, and I respect that. But if I was doing a consultation with somebody, and we do consultations, if you want a consultation from Dante, go to
DanteNero.com.
DanteNero.com and click on consult. If you want a consultation from me, email me at advicefromharry@gmail.com, and I can help you. Like what I would say to this dude after this happened, he did a great job. You did really good. What you could have done better next time you're in that situation, here's where it would have stopped. When you went to her...
Here's what I'm interested about. Where would you shut it down?
When you pull up to her house, you text her, hey, I'm here. And then she goes, whatever she says, because I don't even know if she answered, but she made him wait an hour. If I was there for 25 minutes and there was no sign of her coming down, put the car in drive and get the fuck out of there and be done. I'm
100%. 100%. I go 15 minutes.
Maybe. You know what? I'm throwing a 15 in there with a text. No text, no response for 15 minutes. No text.
But here's why 15 minutes with no
response or no text, no communication.
And I'll tell you why I would shut it down and just drive out, and she would never talk to me again. Or you know what? I'll tell you, be honest, but I've done that, and I've had girls actually pay for a cab to meet me afterwards. But I'll tell that story in a minute. But he called her the day before, right?
Yeah.
He then confirmed it in the morning, right? Now
4 p.m.
He confirmed for 4 p.m. And he not only that, but so this is a situation where, we talk about you have to be strong enough to maintain
protect yourself from your emotions and her emotions at the same time.
He called her the night before. He called her again to confirm in the morning. He showed up again on time at 4 o'clock, confirmed it. He made the reservation. Now, listen, if this is a swanky restaurant, I don't know if you've ever done this, but it's a really high-end restaurant. They take your credit card and they charge you if you don't show up for the reservation, Yeah, you get charged $50 for no boo or per se.
No show. For
a no show, you could get charged.
Well, she wouldn't know anything about that because she doesn't pay to go to those restaurants.
She's at Applebee's on Saturday with all her sister girls, 12 deep, drinking bottomless mimosas or whatever, bottomless margaritas.
Eating an awesome blossom, because when you have to pay for it, I bet you're not too good to go there.
Now you want to say, I didn't eat them wings. I didn't have none of them wings. Now you arguing about that. So here's the thing. So he's already, it doesn't even matter. I'll put it like this. It doesn't even matter that she doesn't understand that he made this reservation. He probably, because we do these things. It's a really nice restaurant. You want to impress somebody. You make a reservation that might have been very difficult to make a reservation. So you asked her out. You go, would you be okay with 4 o'clock? She goes, yes. You go back, then you call, you make the reservation. You make sure you give them your credit card, whatever. You call her again to confirm. The night before, you call her in the day. So he's done all of this, right? To show up and then have this woman be late. Now, if she's 15 minutes late, she knows it's at 4 o'clock. You said you were coming to pick her up at 4 o'clock. There's no mistake about the fact that it's no mistake that he was coming at 4 o'clock. The problem is you don't care that he came at 4 o'clock. All you care about is what the fuck you doing. So leaving in 15 minutes is absolutely the move, right?
Without a doubt.
Let's say he stays. He picks her up. He tries to grab her hand. She pulls away. It's too early for that. Right then, I go, you know what?
That's another time you should cut it out. You should be done with it.
We good. I'm not doing this. You can go to fuck back.
Here's another one, Dante. This is littered with times that this could have been stopped. Pull the plug out, right? Let's say when she comes down. No apology. No, I'm sorry that I'm so late. I apologize. I'm out. Don't bother. No worries. I'm out.
Okay, so let's. The first one is 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah. No apology. You leave.
Yeah.
I go to grab your hand. No, you don't let me up in your house. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair game. Because you have to have the empathy to know that she might have had. You don't know what kind of situation she's had before, but no apology when you come down. All right, so you don't do it then. You get in the car, you pull up to the Cheesecake Factory, you get out to open the car door for her, right? She locks your door. Get back in the car and go home. That was what? What are we up to now?
I've lost count so many
15
times.
15 minutes, 1, 30 minutes, 2, right? Not holding my hand, 3, no apology, 4, right? Not locking my car door, 5, right? Yeah. Are you videotaping me? 6, right? No. Let's talk about it. This is the Cheesecake Factory. Get back in the car.
Let's talk about it. I got something to say. Let's go home. Good night.
I might
not have given her a ride.
I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't leave a chick stranded like that. But especially if I was dumb enough to take her to this after all of the red flags, it is my responsibility to make sure I don't want her out, not to say that I was a horrible person. The fact that he's taking her home is more, but I wouldn't even have when she goes, let's talk about it.
Here's somebody in the comment section. He had a great suggestion. Take her to a 5-star restaurant, open the door for her, and when she gets out, drive off.
Keith Robinson, I was talking to Keith. Keith said he told this girl, and then she was talking all this. He drove like 4 hours to see this chick, and he gets there, and then they're eating at like 5-star restaurant. He's all this money. She goes, "Oh, I got a headache." They were supposed to fuck. It was like in the car. She was talking all that yang, and they were supposed to fuck. And she said, "Oh, I got a headache." And Keith said, "All right." Went to the bathroom and then left. He left her with the bill. But even having the conversation to go, let's talk about it. Absurd. Talk about what? There's nothing to talk about. Your actions, and this is what I'm as we get ready to close, let's say this. What you have to understand is that your actions your actions speak louder than words. If she comes downstairs and says and sees you not there, and then she go, "Hey, I'm looking for you." I'm not sitting around. I'm not sitting around with you. I go, you didn't call, you didn't apologize, and I'm not doing this. So see you later. Have a good night. You're gonna have me put my eyelashes on halfway and then not even take me out? Absolutely. That is absolutely the thing. But so level after level, there's red flag after red flag after red flag. Then it's like, oh, you don't see what I do. This is what I expect. No apology. I mean, there's 20 different times before he goes. He doesn't shut it down until she says, "Oh yeah, that would be good. Ari would be good. Call them." No. He doesn't do it till. Yeah. And there is multiple felonies, social felonies.
And I'll tell you this. I'm sure there were red flags long before that. I don't know what the text exchange was. Don't know what her type of attitude when he asked for her number was. Well, I don't give my number, but I'll give my Instagram. No, I'm good. Thanks. Have a good day.
Yeah.
I'm good. Thanks.
And the thing is, what you don't understand is when you actually stand up for yourself, the chances are that they respect you more. Either they're not going to respect you when they wasn't interested in the first place, or they change their perspective, and then you end up smashing because now she's, this dude is telling me what he's worth, what his self-worth is, and I'm not going to let this funky asshole dictate what I'm worth and what I'm not, and how she's going to treat me, because anything beyond this is going to be terrible. The blowjob's going to be hell. The sex is going to be hell. Which you're not even going to get that anyway. But anyway, where's the accountability? So it is what it is.
Well, listen, if you want to learn how to avoid this type of stuff, this type of situation, you want to be better, know when to cut it off, reach out to us. Follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/manschool202. That's where we talk about all the game, the technique, the bonus content. If you've enjoyed this, join us over there. We do a lot of bonus content. Plus, we archive all the episodes of Man School 202, starting from episode 1, all at patreon.com/manschool202.
Yeah. GYBB, get your balls back. WWDD, what would Dante do? The sexual revolution being podcasted. Yo, I love y'all. Don't forget the Patreon. Don't forget the support. And thank you. Thank you all for listening. This really means a lot that y'all support us.
I'm not an alpha male. I'm not a beta male either. I'm just a better man. Well, put your happiness first, because if you don't, they won't.